In today's video, we are going to be covering a double story sitting on 131 square meters. We are going to be doing a full cost breakdown on all the stages involved. Stay with me as this is going to be worth your while. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to be doing today's video. This is one of my videos that came in highly requested. A lot of you were asking, so if I want to build a double story here in Harare, roughly how much money do I need for this project? So this video is for you. To my returning viewers and subscribers, thank you so much. To those who are watching me for the first time and those who haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to this channel. Let us grow together. Many thanks to Omnific Architecture and Engineering Solutions for making this video possible. So without wasting any time, let us get straight into our video. As usual, we always start with the plan. So let me put this plan on the screen so that we go through it together. All right, let us have a quick look at the pictorial diagrams of the house. We want to see what the house looks like when it is completed. All right, so this is the idea of the house. All right, let us have a look at the other angles, how they look like. Okay, so this is the other angle. As you can see, the ceiling it's really nice. These are the modern roofing people that are putting. This is a vaulted or a cathedral ceiling. It's really nice. It's really beautiful, especially seeing this in person. It's really nice. For those who are building, you might want to consider having these type of roofs. Okay, from the top, this is what it looks like. All right, so let us go to the plan of it. Okay, we start with the ground floor. This is the ground floor with all right, we have the lounge, the dining, the kitchen, and the scullery. So this part here is just open plan. It's an open plan design. As you can see, this is what is there. This is the modern thing. And then on the other wing, we have the master bedroom, the ensuite, and the other two bedrooms. Here in between, that's the stair lobby. All right, so let us move on to the first floor. Okay, so on the first floor we have our balcony, then there's a play lounge, and then there's a bar area, and then there is a wine cellar. And then on the other wing we have the master bedroom, the ensuite, and the other two bedrooms. In between there we have the stair lobby. Okay, so this is what the design looks like. All right, so let us go through each and every stage. So as usual, the prices, they differ depending with the finishings that would have been put on the house. We all have different tastes, so definitely the prices are going to be different, but this is just for us to have a rough idea. So let us go through the stages. The first step is the structure foundation. So for the structure foundation, 3,320.40 is needed. Let's just have a quick rundown of what is needed for this structure foundation. For the river sand, 10 cubic meters, the pit sand, 15 cubic meters. For the aggregate, 20 millimeter stone, 10 cubic is needed. For the gravel, we have 40. For the cement, 32.5. We have 96 bags that are needed. And then for the common bricks, we have 6,500 And then for the brick force, 11 rolls. Brick force for brick wall, we need 4 rolls. And then for the sundries, we just need roughly 120 US dollars for it. So this brings the amount to 3,320.40. All right, now moving on to the structure ground floor, the brickwork and the concrete. Let's have a look at how much is needed for the stage. All right, 5,463.68 US dollars is needed for this stage. All right, so I will just attach some of the things that I needed for the stage. Okay, all right, now moving on to the slab of the first floor and the staircase. Let us look at how much it's needed for this. All right, so for this stage we are looking at 4,584 US dollars. Okay, so I'll just attach the things that are needed for the stage. Okay, we have the river sand, 10 cubic meters is needed. The quarry stone, 15 cubic meters. The cement, we have 110 bags of cement that are needed for this. Reinforcement, we have 1,620 kgs. The decking pans, we need 95 square meters. The shutter boards, we need 4. And then the sundries as well, they are needed. Okay, so for this stage we are looking at 4,584 US dollars. All right, so now let us move on to the brickwork of the first floor's superstructure. Okay, so for this stage we are looking at 5,463 US dollars. That is how much is needed for this stage. So let me just attach the things that are needed for this stage so that you just have a quick go through at it. All right, so there it is. All right, moving on to the roofing of this house, let us have a look at the trusses and the roofing sheets, how much is needed for this stage. Okay, so for this stage we are looking at 4,473 US dollars. So let me just attach it on the screen so that you can see the things that are involved on the stage. All right, so we have the prefabricated trusses. That is going to cost 2,938, and then we are going to need 0.4 millimeter chroma deck sheets. There will be 3 meters long each. And for those ones we need 40, and then for chroma deck sheets 2.7 meters long, 28 will be needed. And then for 0.4 chroma deck sheets, 4.2 long, 5 of those will be needed. And then we will need the ridges, 12 will be needed. The safe top roofing nails, 29 millimeter asbestos fascia, 2 clout nails, 1. So the total of this all is going to be 4,473.27. So that is the amount of money that is going to be put on the roofing of this house. All right, so the structure is done, it has been roofed. So now we are moving on to the plastering, the screeds, and the skimming of this house. Let us look at how much money is going to be needed for this process. Okay, so for this stage, 4,190 US dollars is needed. Let's just have a quick look at what is needed for the stage. We have the pit sand, the river sand, the cement, the air vents, and then skimmer light. All right, so all this that is needed is going to take us to 4,190 US dollars. All right, so that is how much money is needed for the plastering, the screeds, and the skimming of the house. Now let us move on to the joinery and the ironmongery of the house. For this stage, 1,295 US dollars is needed. Now let us move on to the tiling of the house. We are looking at the tiling of the floors and the walls of the house. This stage, it varies so much in terms of costs because we are going to be using different tiles. Some are going to be going with wooden tiles, some are going to go with porcelain tiles. So this stage, it differs a lot. But for this project, porcelain tiles were used. So let us look at how much money is going to be put for this. All right, so for the tilings, we are looking at 3,568 US dollars. Moving on to the painting of this house. So for the purpose of this house, Dulux was used because that is what is wanted by the owner of the house. So like I always say, the finishings, they differ so much because we are going to choose and we want different things, so they are not going to be the same. But however, this is just meant to give you an idea. All right, so for the painting of the house, we are looking at 2,650 US dollars. Now let us move on to the metalwork of the house. So for this house, aluminium windows and some doors are going to be put in this house. So let us look at how much money is going to be used for this aluminium windows. All right, so for the aluminium windows and doors, we are looking at 8,753 US dollars. So let's just have a quick rundown of the breakdown of these windows and doors. Moving on to the next stage, that is the plumbing and the electrical works, we are looking at 6,000 US dollars. That is the amount of money that we are estimating is going to be put on these stages. For the provisional sum, all the contingency, all the miscellaneous, it's in the range of 5 to 10% of the estimated total cost of the money that is going to be put in this project. So for this house, we are looking at 6,000 US dollars. That is the amount of money that is going to be set aside for the contingency plan. This is the amount of money that is going to be used to cater for some things like transport or all those things that would have been maybe broken or some are missing, or to just cater for all those miscellaneous things that happen during a building. Summing everything up, this is going to give us 48,468 US dollars. This figure is for the materials that are going to be needed for this double-story house. So now let us have a look at the labor which is involved in all the stages. We are just going to have a rundown of the labor charges. Okay, so for the foundation, we are looking at 3,800 US dollars. For the superstructure, we are looking at 5,000 US dollars. For the plastering and the skimming, we are looking at 920 US dollars. For the painting, we are looking at 800 US dollars. For the roof, we are looking at 3,600 US dollars, and for the ceiling we are looking at 1,200 US dollars. So summing up all this labor breakdown, we are going to have a fee of 15,320. Yeah, so for the labor for this whole project, we are looking at an average of 15,320 US dollars. Still, we are not yet done. Now we want to move on to the designing of the house, that is for the plan of the house, we are looking at 700 US dollars. This is going to include the fees for the architect and for the plan approval itself. And then moving on to the next stage, which is the council inspection stages. This fee, it varies so much with the location of the project. So for the purpose of this project, we are going to peg it at 700 US dollars. This is the amount of money that is expected to be covering all the council inspection stages. Now moving on to the other stage, which is the clearing of the site in which the project is going to be taking place. We are going to peg it at 100 US dollars. This is for clearing the land and all those nitty-gritties that are going to be involved in making sure that the space is right to begin the projects. So we are going to add all those figures. So this is what 700 for the plan and the approval, then 700 for the council inspection stages, then the 100 US dollars for the site clearing. That brings it to 1,500 US dollars. So we are going to add it on those other figures. Okay, so this brings our total to 65,288 US dollars. So yes, with 65,300 US dollars, you can manage to build yourself a double story here in Zimbabwe. So for those of you who were asking and those who were contemplating on which way to take, whether to take the double story route or for the traditional ground floor houses, I'm sure this video, it has been very helpful. It is going to make you better and informed decisions. So for those of you who are looking for someone to do their house plans for you, whether it is a double story or the single traditional buildings, you can get in touch with Omnific Architecture and Engineering Solutions. They will definitely do a great job for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Many thanks to Omnific for making this video possible. Until next video, cheers.